You talk about the most powerful women being married to white men, that breaks my heart, to be honest with you. Like,
I've never seen an unhappy black woman with a fine ass white man. Okay, bro, they're better. They're better. Go get you one.
Get you a white man. Get you a white man.
We gonna wipe you white men out for messing with our black woman. You crackers ain't gonna be messing with our black woman anymore. You know what? This ain't my argument to win. I'll go ahead and let the black woman decide. Black woman, do you find this black man attractive? I mean, he's just GQ model type. Come on.
I want you to leave me alone.
To be so obsessed with black women, you should pick one that doesn't look like one. I'll handle this. First, this is her as a child. She's already darker than you. Then she started riding motorcycles as a teenager. She's already a badass. Not to mention she survived Hurricane Katrina. Oh, and I also forgot to mention, she's well traveled and speaks multiple languages. I guarantee more than you. Not only that, she also served in the United States Air Force. Then she became a national news correspondent. I mean, come on, and we just getting started. You're gonna love this. She competed in and won Miss International World. Then she published her own book because she's a sexual assault survivor, which then led her to the White House with President Joe Biden. Oh, and not to mention, all these celebrities, they got a copy of it too. Yeah, this book right here. So I suggest you buy one because clearly everybody has one. I mean, she's here with Ben Crump, Reverend Al Sharpton, and Jennifer Hudson. I mean, how black do you need to get? Oh, and speaking of Jennifer, this queen right here, she won and was voted Remarkable Woman of this year in DC, and then flown and invited to Jennifer Hudson's show, where not only did she get to be a guest and meet Jennifer, but also walk that little famous tunnel. I bet you think she's black enough now, but wait, there's more. Oh, she's also part of these three organizations: Win with Black Women, National Association of Black Journalists, the Washington Association of Black Journalists. Oh, and I forgot one. Forrest Black. Oh, and lastly, she also mentors high school and college students because she has such a big heart. I mean, I think she's black enough.
This is Eric. He's one of the pro-black women on TikTok, one of the white men that talk about black women and the issue black women face in the society. He stand up for black women and always defend black women. His page is basically about his love for black women. He currently showed his girlfriend, and a lot of people are getting mad. People are leaving all kind of comments. People are saying that they should leave black women alone. A lot of black men are so very jealous. Previously, Eric often gets a lot of hate comments from white community for standing up for black women, but recently a lot of comments in his recent video are dragging him and also telling him to leave black women alone. And he's not the only person. There's a video I uploaded like a month ago or 2 months ago of this white man married to a beautiful black woman. A lot of people often go to the comment section telling him that the wife's supposed to be with a black man because she has big ass, and anybody with that kind of ass, any woman with that kind of ass, supposed to be with a black man because it's only black man that can handle a black woman with that kind of figure. Aside those ones, right, there are a lot of discussion by black men talking about how white community want to erase blackness through interracial marriage. A lot of people call it propaganda. A lot of black men are getting angry. A lot of black men say that black women worship white men. Like, there are a lot of discussion on social media, and we are going to be going through all those videos right now.
You know what somebody told me, and I didn't even, I was baffled, I was lost for word, but he said, you know why in the US there's been a uprising or an increase of mixed racing, like let's just say black and white, for example. The reason why they do that is because on TV there's a lot of like commercials where there's mixed racing, a black man and a white woman together and having kids, so then the kids become biracial. But then eventually, once that becomes a thing where everybody's mixed, like all of America is mixed, right? They're gonna flip the switch and then start pushing out more content of biracial with white, biracial with white, biracial with white, which then obviously you know what happens to that. He ends up erasing the black side of the biracial person, and he ends up being white. So they're trying to erase the black population without offing them, basically. I was just like, and he was very serious about it.
When you talk about the most powerful women being married to white men, that breaks my heart, to be honest with you. Like when you said that, I was like, man, what does that say? I do know that a lot of access comes from white men. When they marry white men, they get into circles of influence that they generally wouldn't be in. But then I want to know, is it that those type of women were overlooked by black men and the white men saw them as value, and that's why they gravitated towards them based on the circle, the education that they were brought up in, the extracurricular activities they were involved in, were they sports and clubs that were most attended by our white counterparts?
I've never seen an unhappy black woman with a fine ass white man. Okay, bro, they're better. They're better go get you one. I don't understand. Like, if you know this, right? If white guys are significantly better for all black women, just go get you one. No one's holding you here. No one has you in shackles, sweetheart. So why don't you just go do it? You know? Oh, bye. Peace out. Hey, everybody got all these deep think pieces about this, and they showing examples of the contrary of what she's saying. I don't care. I could never give a fuck. Why do y'all care so much about people that don't even want you? I get it, having takes is fun. I do it, okay? But just being super duper offended by a woman saying some shit like that, okay, bro, we know. Especially the girl that said it, bro. Let's be fucking for real. I don't know how many of y'all have white friends, successful white male friends. They don't want her. Let her find that out. There's a very specific type of black woman that, like, the white guys that other white women want, that can pull that white guy. There's a very specific type of black woman. And I'm not saying she don't exist, because she do. She do, and when you see her, you know she can get anybody she want. I would implore you to become that black woman and broaden your horizons. Get you a white boy that pays all your bills and treats you better, and he's beautiful and all that. And I'm gonna clap for you at the finish line. I am. Because I want to see y'all happy so bad. Because when y'all mad, y'all get on the internet and yap. And I hate to see that. I just want to see real estate content, some gaming content, maybe a little entertainment. But y'all got me up here talking about this because this is what, you know what I'm saying, be hitting the creator fund so hard. This is what run the views up. Go get you a white boy and live happily ever after.
I will say it again, 99.9% of black girls dating white men, they're not doing it for love. But love might come later, if they stay together for a long period of time. But at the beginning, she not go there for love. You think say life not joke?
The funny thing is, interracial marriage is okay. Everybody encourage interracial marriage until it get to the turn of black women. It become a problem. It become black women running after white men. It become a lot of narrative. People will create a lot of narrative. When black African women date outside of Africa, they will tell us that don't do that because they are targeting African resources. They are doing that because they want to take over Africa. They want to take over Africa through marrying African women. They want to take over Africa because that is the reason why they are getting married to African women. They have eyes in African resources. And it's not just in Africa. This happen everywhere where there's black women and non-black men marriage. You see a lot of people coming up with a lot of excuses, coming up with a lot of narrative. Let's continue because there are a lot of them crying.
Black women and white men are the least likely interracial pairing, but seem to be the most likely to be on my timeline, particularly on TikTok. Now, I've been noticing this trend for quite some time now, and I'm going to break it down. I think it's actually hysterical. Black women and white men, you almost never see in real life. Okay, this is not a likely coupling. The most likely interracial couplings are Asian woman, white man, and black man, white woman. But yet, if you go by TikTok, I see nothing but black women with white men. I see the couples. I see the people shipping the old school couples. I see clips from Scandal. I see clips from Saved by the Bell back when Zach and Lisa Turtle were dating. And this is an agenda. It is an agenda to do multiple things. Number one, it's to completely discredit and eliminate black men. And number two, it is to damage relationships between black women and black men because they are pushing black women this propaganda that black men are not good enough for them and that some white man is just going to be waiting in the wings to treat them like a queen, which is absolutely not true. White men are not into black girls like that, at least not at that level. So y'all really need to watch the TikTok propaganda because the propaganda is crazy.
Guys, can you believe that this man is married to a white woman? So it is okay for him to marry a white woman when he's attracted to white women is not a propaganda. But when white men are attracted to black women, it suddenly become a propaganda. I thought they told us that we are the only people who are bitter and angry, who always complain that black men are going outside of our race. Why are black men crying? Let's continue.
You know, a lot of y'all wonder why you got a lot of pro-black women who, you know, they so pro-black, but they got a white boyfriend. I heard a lot of explanations. A lot of y'all kind of go overboard. You just be saying a lot of stuff that don't make sense. But let me explain it to you. It's really not that hard. It's not just a preference or, you know, love is love. It's about white liberal approval becoming the measuring stick of what black empowerment is supposed to look like in their opinion. You see, a lot of these women, they hang around a lot of white liberal circles where being pro-black basically means reciting every progressive talking point, even the ones that don't serve black people at all. So when black people push back on that and say, nah, that ain't it, suddenly it's, you know, they feel like, well, y'all just don't get it, or y'all are just too ignorant. The community don't understand, you know, they don't understand what I'm trying to do here or what it's really all about. So then what do? They run back to their white liberal circles for validation. Especially that white woke boyfriend who just loves his black queen. As long as she don't never make him uncomfortable, of course. So it ain't about love or preference. It's about who affirms your ego when the community stops clapping for your bullshit. See, a lot of these women in these circles, these black women in these liberal circles, they've been convinced that the interests of white liberals and black liberation align. I mean, we can clearly see they don't, but that's what they believe. See, white liberals, they want diversity. They don't want disruption. They want representation. They don't want reparation. You know, groups don't have allies. They have interests. And when they try to spin this nonsense and black people ain't going for it, and they run right back to them white people for comfort. That's how they become tools for white agendas, used to gaslight their own people. That ain't pro-black. They ain't pro-black. They just translators for the oppressor class. Wrapped in kente cloth, fueled by grant money, partnered up with a white man that calls himself an ally until he isn't. You didn't transcend the community. You outsourced your identity.
Get you a white man. Get you a white man. All the single black women that don't have kids, ain't married, listen to the women that do have kids and do have baby daddies and ex-husbands that can't none of these men do right. Do us a favor for the next generation. Get you a white man. That way we don't have to listen to every day when we get up and get on Instagram and Facebook, these men ain't doing this, these men ain't doing that. So for the next generation of women that don't have kids, please have kids with white men. That way we don't have to hear it no more. And that'll soon die out. We don't have to worry about black men ain't doing this and black men ain't doing that. But my thing is, if they ain't doing this and they ain't doing that, how they keep getting you pregnant? I'm tired of hearing it. Every day is the same thing. They don't do this, they don't do that. What do? Because they get you butt naked and have sex with you somehow. Leave a comment.
I don't mind like black women date a white man, just date one with money. When y'all be on this app, flying their ass around, they be some broke ass motherfuckers. Why you don't date the ones with the money? You date them broke motherfucker, you might as well date a light skinned nigga.
Why can a black girl go get a white boy and turn that white boy into an off brand? They turn him into an off-brand. They change his whole appearance. He get a little bit of swag. He get the fade. He got the swagger out of this world. And then the black woman just started showing him off like a project that she enjoyed working on. And then everybody go crazy. Ooh, where can you find him? Where can I get one? She transformed this white boy into white chocolate. Now, say if a black dude went and got a white girl and transformed that white girl into a black girl, however he see fitted, the world will go into a frenzy. I just want to know, why do black women get praised for having a white man, but the black man is just frowned upon when he get a white woman? Once again, I'm not saying, like, I'm about to go ahead and give y'all MO. Yes, I got a white baby mama and all that type of shit. No, I'm not trying to get chose by them or nothing. Believe me, I'm all about. But I just want to genuinely know why. Why? I want to know.
What I find weird is when black women over obsess about white men preferring them. Like, they'd be like, you'll randomly see a black girl on the internet saying, talking about a whole bunch of white celebrities or white actors and shit like that prefer black women. They'd be like, ooh, look at them who like black women. Oh yeah. Or they always talk about, when they be like, oh, I'ma just get me a white man. I'm done. I don't like black men. I'm not gonna date black men. I'm gonna get me a white man. But those be the same women that cry when black dudes do the same shit to them. Talk about can't take what you give.
Y'all, I have been laughing, and I gotta share this with y'all, because I don't understand why black women are coming for me on my post about me talking about my white man loving my natural hair. I really want to understand why I have so many black men in my comment section talking about, oh, black men been saying this to y'all, but whenever we talk to y'all about y'all natural hair, we get pushback. Who gives you pushback? Who? Because I'm pretty sure if you're a black man embracing your partner's natural hair and you telling her that she's beautiful in her natural hair, that you love her natural hair, why would you be getting pushback for that? Because I would give you straight kudos for that. That's what you need to be doing. But to me, black men for the longest, and it's not all black men, so I'm not talking about everybody. Some black men prefer black women to wear wigs, weaves, and extensions. And when they do wear their natural hair out, y'all call them nappy-headed or bald-headed. But y'all all on my post because I'm talking about my husband, who is white, loves my natural hair for what it is. He loves when I rock my natural curls that come out of my head. I'm talking about my experience with my man. And I would talk about him whether he was white, black, green, orange, or yellow. I don't give a fuck. My post wasn't about y'all. It was about him and what he said to me. I just brought it to TikTok to let y'all know that I have a man that embraces me for me. He loves my natural hair. He loves any hairstyle that I do. He just has a preference of me wearing wash and goes because it's what grows out of my head. It had nothing to do with black men. So just be honest and just say that you mad as hell that I said my husband was white. Right. They just mad because your daddy is white. That ain't got shit to do with anything.
No, I am not speaking for black women. I'm speaking as a black man who loves my black wife, who loves my 7 black sisters, who loves my black mother, and who loves black women and black people in general. And I don't have a problem with interracial dating in any way, shape, or form. I think everyone should feel the joy of having a black woman. What I do have a problem with is the fetishization of black women. And going through your page, I saw that you follow a lot of black women. All black women that you are physically attracted to. I'm not an educator, not one that talks about what black women go through on a daily basis. All women that you would sleep with and date. That is fetishization. You don't have a single video talking about what black women go through on a daily basis. You don't speak up for black women. You don't do anything. Which tells me personally that you're not really interested in black women, that you don't really like black women. You just want to be the white person on an app to say that you love black women, to generate clout. And I'm not here to argue or go back and forth. All I'm saying is, if you truly do like black women, spread their word. Follow educated black women that are telling you about what's happening in this country, what is happening to them. In the wise words of Brownstone, if you love black women, say it. If you trust black women, do it. If you want black women, show it. If you need black women, prove it.
Black women and white men dating each other. Do I have a problem with it? No. My motto is date whoever makes you happy. But are white men attracted to black women because of the way how the black women have always held it down for black men? Black women have always been on the front line and holding down the black family? Or does black women see in white men what they don't see in black men? I don't know. Leave me a comment. Black women and white men dating. What's your opinion?
White men are sweeter to their wives. Well, the white men who date black women.
I haven't seen coonery on this level since Samuel L. Jackson played Stephanie in Django. But before I go any further, I'd like to repeat something that a white supremacist said. He said that the black woman will be the white man's watchdog against black men. The black woman will be the white man's watchdog against black men. The black woman will be the white man's greatest weapon against black men. That's what he said. And then look at social media. Look at all the black women like you. All the black women like you who are doing exactly what he said. Exactly what he said. See, I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I'm just finna keep it 100 like I always do. You said white men who date black women are sweeter. When this has nothing to do with black men, this has everything to do with you and your bed wench mentality. See, when black women like you date black men, you have a certain behavior. You're argumentative. You're disrespectful. He want to go up, you want to go down. He want to go right, you want to go left. But the minute you date a white man, you reprogram yourself. You do what we call code switching. You do a code switch. You become feminine. You become agreeable, respectful. You become a lady. You see the difference? See, this has nothing to do with black men. This has everything to do with you and who you are and how you were programmed. See, if you love white men and you want to date white men, do that. Leave us out of it. If you want to date Asian men, date Asian men. Leave us out of it. Go with who you want to go. But the problem I have is when you try to put color on how a man will treat you. White men treat you better. That's that big wench mentality. But I'm not mad at you for it because I know that you were programmed to be like this. I know you were programmed to be like this. I used to get so mad and upset when I seen black men and black women do this BS. I used to get headaches. But then I started reading and started researching because I was trying to get a better understanding of where they were coming from. And that led me all the way back to slavery, to Christianity. Believe it or not, Christianity has so much to do with why black people have developed a color complex. Why we act right when we get around white people. Christianity has a lot to do with that. They knew this. That's why they whitewashed the Bible. That's why every picture you see of Christ is a white Christ. They knew what they was doing. And see, this is why you think white men treat you better. This is why you think white men treat you better, because you've been programmed from the time you came out your mama's coochie. You were being programmed by the TV shows you watch, the music you listen to, even the toys you played with. Even the toys you played with. You used to see all the black girls run around with white Barbie dolls and white baby dolls, being beat down mentally and didn't even know it. They had a thing they used to call the brown paper bag challenge, to where if you were lighter than this brown paper bag, then you was good. But if you were darker than this brown paper bag, then you were bad. This is you. This is you. Like I said, I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I'm just proving a point. Because you hate who you are. You hate who you are. Now, you might try to come back and say you don't. But if you don't hate yourself, when was the last time you wore your natural hair? When was the last time you wore your natural hair? Because I seen a few of your videos. You got the same weave and all of them. You hate yourself. But they made you do it. I'm not mad at you for that. I'm disappointed, but I'm not mad at you. See, black women like you have been beat down mentally so bad that you don't even feel beautiful when you wear your natural hair. You feel beautiful when you resemble Becky. You feel beautiful when you resemble Maylene. The average black woman can't even wake up and look in the mirror without having a wig or a weave on. Can't go outside without having a wig or a weave on. Not saying this to be disrespectful. Please do not take it that way. I'm just saying how you were programmed. That is why you letting this dog feces come out your mouth, because you have been programmed. That's why I'm not mad at you. I feel sorry for you. My heart breaks for you. See, y'all don't wear that stuff to appeal to black men. Y'all wear that stuff to appeal to white men. You know the majority of white men date white women. The majority of white men date Asian women. That's why y'all try so bad to resemble Becky and Maylene. See, this has nothing to do with black men. You could have just left us out. You could have just left us out, but you had to put us in there because you want the white men to know that you don't like black men. That's why that white supremacist said the black woman will be the white man's watchdog. You doing everything but barking on her, baby. You doing everything but barking on her. Like I say, I'm not trying to be disrespectful. It just disappoints me when I see black people do this. You're basically trying to put a color on how a man will treat you. White men are sweeter. White men are sweeter. They not. It's just that when y'all date white men, y'all become sweeter. Y'all become women. It is what it is.